This is me, Hippy Dippy. Now then, we're gonna do another anime review, and hopefully no one bugs me this time. This is TWOCARs, and the whole entire fucking anime is all capitals. So yeah. So if I'm not shouting the name, it's just that's how it's pronounced. If this is a real life sport, it's like the most dangerous sport I've ever fucking watched. As an anime, I've watched my fair share of baseball. I know there's a rugby anime. Watch volleyball. Watch all these other types of sports anime, but this one's probably the most dangerous one. Um, as for anime as a whole, it's great. Character development, it's awesome. Every character, each team gets at least an episode with them, except for two. The only two ones that don't get episodes, well, technically three, but the third one I discard because they have skits like scenes by themselves, talking to each other, trying to get their collaborations working together. The other two are just there. I mean, they're not like they're. It's really ridiculous. You have your twins characters. You have all this, all that, and stuff like that. Um, my main issue is the fact that once you figure out what characters are characters, it's because of the fact that they give away the preliminary rounds, the preliminary race from the very get go, and that's my main issue with it. Because that's the first episode. The second episode is where it's where before the preliminary race, and then after that it's like bliss, that and the other thing, and the characters the two main characters are in love with their coach, and then they found out that he's getting married, but which is that caught me off by surprise. I thought he was gonna retire or some shit, but after the race that they won, because they do win, because they're the main fucking characters. Who else won? Although their racing style on the last race was fucking awesome to watch. I just wish they did some more races instead of just doing one race of one island. That's another issue I have with it. But I digress. After that, stuff happens. When it comes to crashes, you have your fair share of crashes. You have, I think, three crashes, I believe. I know you have two, but as I said, this anime is not basically off of racing. They do explain some how bike, the two car works and what mechanics goes into it and this, that, and the other thing. But it's mainly this anime as a sport anime. It kind of lacks because there's not really that much sports going on, and you might learn about how the bike works or the two car works, but it doesn't really explain any races like the dimensions and stuff until the end where they actually fucking race the whole entire fucking race, which is only 5 laps, which is kind of fucking confusing on why the fuck there's only 2 laps. There's 500 laps in NASCAR, but I digress. Maybe it's because of the race that they do is a race. The race that they do is like they've raced the whole entire edge of the island, and that's how big it is, and it's really fucking huge. So I kind of get why it's only 7 laps, not 5. With that being said, though, my favorite episode is episode 5 and 6, just because of how weird it is. I mean, one of the characters that was getting character development, well, two characters that were getting character development, they're dreaming about a sex dungeon, which makes no fucking sense. Why the fuck you do this to me, Japan? And her partner was dressed in the maid's outfit, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And she was like talking about licking my boot, blah this, but that. She was like she likes the pain, but she quickly changes her character because when they race with each other, she's always getting bumped. And the character that really stood out was Nagisa. Her driver likes to drive recklessly, and she always makes her helmet get hit by the rail. She's stuff like that, and she loves it because she's a masochist. But but when they get into a crash, she starts lightening up until the very end, where she turns back into the demon form of pushing her to the limit and stuff. It's really fucked up and weird. Um, That was my favorite character. I did not like the twin episode, which made no fucking sense whatsoever, and it just felt like it was just like a filler episode. As for the other characters, I don't really know what the anime was trying to do, but at the end of the anime, instead of the main character usually drives, but they switch swap, so the character that was on the sidecar, like it's like a sidecar, but the only difference is that there's no, you can easily jump out, well, like roll out of the car because there's no, it's like you have your Pacific bike, right? Okay, this is let me explain how the sidecar race works. You have your bike mechanic, right, and then you have a sidecar. But the sidecar looks like one of those things where you log, like Home Depot, where you log in those, you try to get 2x4s and you have this plank thing. It's like that, except for there's stuff where you can hold on to the thing so you get more weight, so that way you don't have to worry about contemplating on something. It's the main race focus. The main thing that it focuses on when it comes to this sports anime is that how dangerous the sport is, and the fact that you have to shift. Both people must be in sync, because if you don't, you're pretty much both dead. Because if you're not in sync, you will automatically crash, because you have to trust your partner that they're gonna do the right thing, so you can go through this turn right by shifting their weight, by going over the bike, so that way you have more weight on that side. It's really fucking fascinating. But they don't really show that much, so they just do character developments here and there, and that's what the main issue I have with it. It's supposed to be a two-car episode, or two, like a sports anime. I thought they were gonna do like sports this, sports that, this, that, and the other thing, but they don't do that. That's what my main issue is. With that being said, I'd rather watch Long Riders, because even though that has the same issue, sort of, at least that anime actually makes me learn about the sport. So I'm giving this a 6 because I gave Long Riders a 6. But it's better than Cinderella 9. I'll give you that much. And the only reason why it does get better than Cinderella 9, because that also gets a 6, is the fact that I've watched too many baseball animes, because I know baseball is really popular in Japan. So it's kind of like, whatever, I don't fucking care. But this anime it's dangerous. I'll give whoever, if this is a real sport, which it probably is, and if you are doing it, I have the most respect, because if you fuck up even once, you're fucking dead, dude. And once you fuck up, you have like not a lot. You don't have like a you have like a small percentages that you might not make it out of the crash. It's really dangerous. If you guys want to learn about it, go ahead, do it. With that being said, though, I'm on the second season of Love Live Sunshine, which that is gonna get a review, and I'm gonna probably get a lot of people hating on me because of what I'm gonna give it. With that being said, though, I gotta find out another anime that's subbed, so hit the comments down below. Um, it has to be sub. It can't be English dub. If it has an English dub, I'll watch it later. I need to find it, because usually when I watch anime, I usually watch one dub and one sub at the same time, so I can like do good. I'm actually impressed that I'm actually getting into sub now, which is good. Because I just started getting into sub, and I can see why sub is better. To be honest with you, but I already knew sub was better than dub, depending on the anime that is. Because there are some dub that are better than the sub. Higarashi's the total opposite. Higarashi's better sub than dub, to be honest with you. But I digress. So with that being said, though, watch it. I mean, you learn about high school racing on bikes with two people that's on the bike, but they're not sitting back to back. One's sitting in the sidecar, where they have to shift their weight towards you or this way, and they might have to cross paths while you're driving, so that way you have the necessary weight to go towards a turn at 100 fucking miles per hour. With that being said, though, it's only just one race. I wish there was more races, and that's why it gets a 6. And the reason why it gets a 6, there's one soundtrack that was good, and also the fact that the main reason why I'm giving it a 6, and not like a 3 or a 2, is because the character development of every character, except for the twins, because I didn't understand why. I didn't understand why they confused everyone, but that I don't really care about that. I wish they didn't cut their hair either. They were the twins. All the girls, all the characters are chicks, by the way, except for one. That's the coach, and he only shows up at the end. Which I'm very fond of that they actually show his face, because sometimes they don't do that in the anime. But it gets a 6. I know my hair looks like a fucking mess. I'm trying to cut it, but my so yeah. I hopefully I cut it. So yeah. Also, I've been trying to get my mom to stream a video game, but she's too fucking busy with her life, and she's too busy doing other shit. It's starting to piss me off. But I will get. I won't. I don't. I'm not gonna tell her that she's gonna play a video game today or tomorrow and stream it. I'm just gonna say eventually she's gonna do it. But until then, I'm not going to give a specific date or when she's going to do it because I don't know because she's a busy fucking person and the fact that she drives a lot. So I have the most utmost respect for my mom. I'm not going to like hate her because of this, that, and the other thing. But like I said, anime gets a 6. I might go back and watch more anime, but I got to find out another anime to watch. So peace out, people. Yeah, I'm watching. So yeah. Have a nice positive day. I know I have been on people's streams lately. It's because of that's another thing. I'll save that for later. So peace out, bitches. No, I'm just. I'm not gonna call you bitches. Son of a bitch. All right. If you want, if I ever say that again, you guys can call me bitches. Okay. Later, guys.